Look, I don't know, I'm not the manager. So I cashed out. I go outside. I run into the gal that's sitting on the stool with the yellow highlighter pen. She asked for my receipt. I gave it to her. I said, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "Do they bounce you around from department to department, when people get a promotion or what have you?" She goes, "No, of course not." I said, "Well, why not?" She goes, "Well, because I'm a specialist." I said, "Well, what do you specialize in?" She goes, "This. Have a nice day." I told her, "You have a nice day too." I started walking my truck. I'm like, "Have a nice day. Have a nice day." I'm like, that's easy for her to say. She gets to sit on a stool in the shade all day. I'm out $400. I gotta go home and paint. I love dollar stores too. I took my kids to the dollar store the other day. I gave them each a buck. Because I feel, if you have it, share it with the ones you love. Right? They go immediately for the toy department. They both bought $100 worth of toy money. We get outside of the car and they just started cracking up. I said, "What's so funny, guys?" They're like, "We really ripped them off, hey Dad? Look at all this loot." I said, "Yeah, I'd be surprised they ever let us back into that store." I thought, "We should take your kids down to the casino and see if we get a little play money for Dad." Dad could use some play money, especially that guy. But money, right? Everything's money these days. Money's really not that important to people.
Oh, yeah.
We got some mixed feelings about the old money issue. I was in church a while back, and this old man sits down next to me and he says, "What's the sermon about?" I said, "Oh, purity of the soul." He goes, "What?" I said, "Purity of the soul." He goes, "Put money in the hole." Oh, hell, that's what he always talks about. It does. I saw one of those ads on TV a while back. This pretty gal wearing a business suit. She says, "Do you get a check in the mail every month from a structured settlement or annuity?" Wouldn't you like to know, you little gold digger? And whatever happened to take a guy out, show him a good time, get to know him before you start asking him about his income, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I just feel like a wallet. I'm a man, I have feelings. Sometimes I just like to talk. Sometimes. I went into my bank a while back. The gal says, "Has anybody told you about our free maps?" I said, "No, please tell me about it." She goes, "Okay, well, if you open up a savings account of $25,000 or more, we give you this free Rand McNally map." Let me get this straight. I give you 25 grand, you give me a map? She goes, "Uh-huh." I said, "Let me tell you something. I don't mean to be rude, but if I give them 25 grand in Bangkok, they give me a free month, okay? You get the bald head, the flip-flops, the enlightenment, they give you the whole month over there, right? Her manager leans over and goes, "Yes, sir, but you have to feed a month." So? They're vegetarians, and they love gardening. They're like little perpetual motion machines. They're self-sustaining systems. All I'm trying to say is, if our banks want to compete in this new global market, they're going to have to do better than free maps. If they can't give you a month, how about a gallon of milk? Right? That's worth $4 today, right? How about a gallon of milk once a week? Turn your bank account into a cash cow, huh, ladies? Yeah. Saw one of those ads on TV, those insurance ads. The guy says, customers that switch to Third World save 99% of their auto insurance. Well, hey, 99%. That sounds like a good deal. So I made the call. Sure enough. Saved 99% off. I now pay $12 a year for full coverage auto insurance. I got a $100,000 deductible, but I'm only paying $12 a year, right? Hear about that lady up in Albuquerque a couple Christmases back? She goes into a Cracker Barrel. She's got to use the restroom. She shuts the door, and hanging on the peg on the door is a bag full of money. $100,000 cash. Well, you know what she did with the money, don't you? I mean, well, I know what I would do. That ain't what she did. She turned it in. She turned it in. God's up there going, "There you go. That's good." No, don't turn it in. no helping some people. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm one of the luckiest guys on earth, I really am, because I get to drop my kids off at school every single day. I wouldn't trade that for $1 million. The other thing is, every single day, I get new material. My son's in 2nd grade, my daughter's in 5th. The other day, we pull up to the gate. This little kid gets out of this SUV in front of me. Little kid. He got his backpack in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other. I said to my daughter, "Abby, check it out. That 5th-grader over there's got a cup of coffee." She goes, "Oh, yeah." She goes, "A good coffee drinker." She's like, "That's not hot chocolate either." I thought, what does a little kid need with a cup of coffee in the morning? What's he got, a night job? He's taking college classes? By the time I graduate from high school, I'll be done with college. That takes all the fun of going to college away, you know? When I was a kid, we started our day with a bowl of Fruit Loops and some cartoons. This kid probably reads the Wall Street Journal and grabs a slice of toast as he's running out the door. "Don't want to be late for school, Mom." An appointment with the administrator this morning. We're going to discuss red ball allocations for next fiscal year. And you know, like his mom is going, "Oh, they just grow up so fast. Well, stop giving them coffee. Poor kid's going to have hair on his back and hypertension before he's out of the 5th grade." But kids these days, right? Kids these days. I saw this kid the other day flying a kite on his computer. He's like, up left, right. I said to him, "Man, I think you need to put a tail on that thing." He looked up at me on what, my computer? But they're smart, aren't they? Kids these days are smart. My kids are both smarter than I am. But they don't know how to play outside, do they? They don't really know how to play outside. I kicked my kids out. I said, "Get out of there, go play," a couple weekends ago. They walked about halfway out in the yard and looked at each other. "You know what to do?" "I don't know what to do." "I thought you knew what to do." "I don't know what to do. You can't plug anything in out here. How do you plug in a tree?" "Well, you don't plug in a tree. You climb a tree. Then you fall out of the tree and break your arm. That's what normal kids do. That's what they did for thousands of years." That's what I did. The kids these days, they've got cell phones. We were looking at ice cream cones. At Thrifty, said they were 15 cents. They're licking and falling on the ground. That was the end of the whole deal. iPads, kids all have iPads now. The only time I ever got an iPad was when I got hit in the eye with a baseball. It wasn't even an iPad. The coach took his sock off and said, "Here, stick this on your eye. The salt will help the swelling." Well, we were at the public school this last year. I started noticing all these kids. I'm not talking old kids, I'm talking kids. Running around with tattoos. I know some of them were fake. But you know, at least one or two were real, you know? You know, how does a kid get a tattoo anyway? What, do they go down to the wharf during recess? Give me a anchor on that arm and a mermaid on that arm. The guy with the stumpy cigars like he got $300, kid. Yeah, of course I do. I've been sending the sitter home early and keeping the pizza money. Got a racket going on. I'll be financially secure.